Hey, Soul Tribe. Mel, intuitive coach here, excited to bring in your weekly collective reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Soul Tribe, you have family at the bottom of the deck. This could be something that is resurfacing or bubbling up to the surface for you this week. It's about ancestral healing, legacy, inheritance. But what I'm getting for you is root chakra. So for a lot of you, this is about your sense of safety, your sense of security and stability, perhaps in the material world. So it could be your job, your finances, but that may affect family as well. Or it could be that there may be some blockages that you are working through at this time that may have stemmed from family dynamics or external validation or even people pleasing at times. I feel like family is coming up here because you are recalibrating what stability looks like for you. You want to create a stronger foundation for yourself, for your family. This could even be something that you are attracting, something you're calling in to your world. I'm also getting parents. Some of you, this could be a significant week when it comes to a father or a mother, whether they are crossed over or still here on this earthly plane. Perhaps a birthday, a celebration. Someone could dream of a family member, or this could also be, you may have a very important conversation. There may be a breakthrough with a family member this week. Now, kicking off Monday, June 2nd, you have the Wanderlust. I love this. It is about expansion, thinking outside the box. It can be, of course, the card here of travel, the energy of new lands, vacationing, backpacking, and some of you could be thinking about some future shifts in your reality, whether you're thinking about expanding your business or your career, maybe stepping outside the box here because you felt like you were in confinement, right? Inside of a box where you're like, I need to get out of here. I need wide open spaces. And this could be a really wonderful day for creative thinking. Now that we are in Gemini season, you may have some ideas. And what the message is for you is don't be afraid to go big. Don't be afraid to expand your consciousness here, because if you have an idea, plant the seed, right? If you have this idea that even if it feels so far-fetched, so out there, this is a divine download, and it certainly could stir up new opportunities, new portals, new doorways for you. So I feel like Monday is a very, very expansive day here. Now, some of you could feel a little cooped up, especially if you work from home or if you are in an office space or if you're working a traditional like 9 to 5. So you may want to get outside. Maybe it's a gorgeous day wherever you live. So maybe take your lunch break outside, or if you can, after your work day, for those of you that are working, get outside, explore nature, maybe even take some beautiful pictures of your surroundings. But I'm also getting, create that screenshot in your own mind as well, because the mind is showing up so powerful today. And I see that some of you are also getting ready to book a ticket. Whether this is an event, whether this is a plane ticket, whether you are traveling to visit family or family could be visiting you from a distance. And for those of you that may be in a long distance relationship, I just feel like there's a lot of talk of coming together here this week. So I like the energy of Monday, although it does feel a tad bit restless. If you are wanting to expand, this is a day to really dream big and get outside if you can. Now, Tuesday, June 3rd, you have the trust card here. Oftentimes we stay in our comfort box, right? Or our comfort zone because we're not quite sure what the next moves are going to be. Spirit is asking you on Tuesday to take a leap of faith. This is about honesty, right? Maybe even having an honest conversation. I mentioned that with the family card. So it does look like communication with your own higher self and potentially with others. You see the pinky promise that these two individuals have agreed upon. So some of you, this could be a contractual agreement. It could be a soul contract between you and another, you and a family member, you and perhaps a romantic interest. But this is about secrets, commitments, and loyalties. Tuesday would be a really wonderful day to say what you mean what you say, because it feels like there's been an energy here of holding back, or there's been maybe even a blockage when it comes to trust because you've been burned in the past, or there's been some form of disappointment. But I feel like you are surrendering. I get the Hanged Man here for you, and I'm getting the Fool for the Wanderlust, but I feel like you're surrendering to opening up to the next chapter of your life. And it is going to, of course, require you to take that leap of faith. But I also feel like there's been controlling factors or external factors that may have gotten in the way of this promise. So there's a promise, there's a contract, there's negotiations here on Tuesday that are putting you on this path that really aligns with who you are, aligns with where you are meant to be at this time. Now on Wednesday, we have finances. Wednesday, June 4th. This could be a day where maybe money is spent. You could have some bills going out. Perhaps there's money landing in your account this day. This is about abundance, savings, assets, payouts. It could even be a new income source. And for some of you, if you're looking for a job, or if you are connecting to clients, or perhaps there's a new contract or negotiation, I feel like something could be signed today, or it can be that the agreement comes to some sort of terms. And remember that expansive mind. This could be a day where you plant some seeds when it comes to a new income source. And I also see some of you splurging or buying a want versus a need. So it could be that you want something here. Maybe you want to travel, or you want to take yourself out to dinner. Someone could take you out to dinner, or they may ask you to join them on an event, or on, maybe a travel opportunity. This is really beautiful. I feel like finances are flowing or looking up. Spirit, what tarot is showing up here? Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is actually in reverse in my mind's eye. So perhaps you have been saving for quite some time. So I am getting treating yourself. Five of Pentacles showing up can be about, you've been saving because you've been paying something off or paying something down, or perhaps there's even been money issues that you've dealt with here, or financial or material changes in your world. And it just feels like something is showing up here that really allows you to expand. And that's where that wanderlust is showing up as well. All right, Thursday, we have belief system. Thursday, June 5th. This is about your self-talk and reprogramming. You are starting to see things from the flip side, or you're starting to maybe take that Five of Pentacles that I was just seeing in my mind's eye, and instead of focusing on what you do not have, or focusing on the loss or the lack of, it feels like you are focusing more on that abundant mindset here. This is about reprogramming any limiting beliefs, any past conditioning that may have been stuck due to the trust piece here. And I feel like you're starting to see maybe light at the end of the tunnel, or it feels like there's a breakthrough here, or it feels like momentum is starting to pick up for you. And this belief system is so powerful, so very strong. So Thursday, don't let distractions, don't let other people come in and persuade you or manipulate you in any way. Try to keep your vibe high. Focus on things like wholeful eating or mindful eating here, maybe some good whole foods. This is also about you meditating, maybe doing some singing bowls here, some yoga. I feel like you are getting back into the space of feeling aligned, okay? Because something may have threw you for a little bit of a loop, all right? It may have thrown you for a bit of a loop, but I see that you're finding solutions this week. Now on Friday, you have the memories card. I'm getting the judgment here for you. So when the judgment shows up, this can be a second chance. So yes, there may be some memories that resurface, or it could even be tests in a way where it almost feels like a test from the universe saying, okay, we have a choice. Do we want to go back into the old way of doing things? I mean, you certainly can. We don't have to attach judgment to it. Or we can be freed. We can activate this wanderlust and we can choose to expand the ways that we've always done things. And so when the memory shows up for you on Friday, I feel like you're making space for some new memories. Because family is here though, for some of you, I'm getting like blasts from the past, or some of you could be taking a walk down memory lane. This is about good times. It's about history in the making, and the good old days. So if there is a bout of nostalgia that shows up for you on Friday, I don't feel like it's a bad thing, right? And if this has to do with the belief system, I just feel like this is showing up for you to say, okay, do we want to keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results? Or do we want to try something new and maybe actually get different results? So Friday looks to be a very powerful day to kick off your weekend. And some of you may try something new this weekend. Maybe something that you haven't done before. If your weekends are, filled with responsibility or work or whatever it may be, I feel like this is a week where you're just broadening your horizon and maybe even traveling to a place locally that you've never explored. Maybe you're eating at a new restaurant or you're hiking a new trail. You could be meeting with people that maybe you've met with prior, but you haven't really explored the depth of energies between you and them. So I do feel like there's some good memories being created here for you. Now, Saturday, June 7th. Now, the number 7 in itself is spiritual, and you have the gift card here, and it says, gift from the universe. Beautiful. Celebration. So this is a really wonderful day to celebrate life, celebrate the abundance that's showing up within family dynamics. Some of you travel within your home. I feel like you are grateful here. You have the energy of gratitude, and there could even be a surprise. Perhaps someone shows up unexpectedly and it's a nice surprise. It's pleasant. It doesn't feel like you are disappointed here if there is a surprise. Some of you could get like flowers delivered, or it could be a surprise call on the phone. You haven't heard from someone, and you could even be celebrating a birthday, an event, an anniversary. It feels like there's something beautiful and worth celebrating. You could spend some time maybe outdoors, near flowers, maybe at a local farmer's market, because the beautiful gift is highlighted here. And I'm also getting tapping in to your own spiritual gifts. So even if you are staying close to home this Saturday, June 7th, remember 7 is the number of spirituality, inner awareness, wisdom, and reflection. I feel like you have done a lot of work connecting to your own wisdom, your own intuition. And you may receive a very, very important download today on this Saturday. This could be through a dream. It could be through a synchronicity. It could be through nature. But whatever it is, it feels like this is a blessing. This is a miracle. So trust in the abundance that shows up for you today. Now, Sunday, June 8th, you have authenticity. I love it. More flowers here. Are some of you gardening? Maybe you are getting out in the garden this weekend. You could be showing up in a way that you haven't shown up for yourself before. The authenticity energy is about your inner truth. This is about you feeling comfortable in your own skin. And some of you, maybe that's been a struggle. Perhaps you've been working through some of your own insecurities. Maybe insecurities about aging, insecurities around health, insecurities around finances, whatever it is here, I feel like you have this gift. It wraps up here. Saturday and Sunday, I feel, go hand in hand because you may have a space to showcase your talent on Saturday. Maybe you are setting up your gifts at a vendor booth. You could be selling your honey, right? Or perhaps you're selling something here, or you are putting your goods or services out there in the world. And it just feels like on Sunday, your unique vision is coming to life. You're starting to see the fruits of your hard work paying off. This is a beautiful day to be genuine, be honest, be ethical, and to focus on something that you want, something that you enjoy. Even though you have this energy of family, you could be taking some time out just for you. Maybe you are going to get a massage. Maybe the indulgence here, the treating yourself, you could be buying yourself a massage. Perhaps you are buying yourself a new, outfit here, or you're buying some new flowers for your home or for your garden space. It just feels like there's a lot of beauty surrounding you here, Soul Tribe. And this reminds you, the authenticity reminds you that you are unique. You have this divine blueprint here, and you have gifts that set you aside from, everybody else. We all have our unique talents and skills and gifts. And I also see here, if you've been struggling with an insecurity, you're going to receive a compliment this week. And that compliment, even though external validation can come from a place of ego, I don't feel like it's ego driven for you here. I feel like it just feels good. Sometimes it feels good to have someone compliment you and tell you that you look beautiful, or you look handsome, or you've done good work here, or you've created a beautiful home, right? It feels like someone is going to compliment you on something you have created, or something within your own self, or something physically within your own body. Maybe you have a new haircut here. Some of you are changing up your appearance in some way that is unique to you. So I love the energy of this week. The biggest thing that may stand out as an obstacle can be repeating outdated beliefs or conditioning that kind of spins us in a little bit of a loop. And then also timing. It feels like timing could kind of slip away, and then being confined or boxed in. This is not the week to play it small, okay? Quite literally, physically, emotionally. I feel like this is a very, very expansive week, Soul Tribe. And you have the family at the center, or the root of the energy. So you are recreating what stability or foundation may look like for you, but prioritize fun, prioritize, abundance, and know that you are opening up the portal here to receive more blessings. You've given so much of your beautiful time, your beautiful heart to others, and it's time that you start to receive the blessings and the abundance that is coming your way. That is what I have for you, Soul Tribe. If you enjoyed the message, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Lots of love.